Hey guys, Rochelle here with Amethyst Ascension, and I am moving on with the February self-love. I'm going into the second week, but I wanted to show you what I did in my journal and, the self-love reflections or self-reflection for week one. These were the images that I took, my spread. This is the bingo that's in the group, and these are the ones that I have done already, which if you have it, you'll see it. I haven't made a bingo yet, but I might by the end of the month have a coverall. We'll see. I'm using it beyond the month, beyond the week one. And then I did do a couple of the exercises, and I wanted to share them with you. So one of them was write 5 things about myself, which was that I love on here, right? So I put, I love my tenacity, I love my creativity, I love my ability to see solutions, I love my compassion, and I love my curious mind. And I also wrote a love letter to myself. Dear me, I am writing this love letter to you. I want to tell you how much I love you and your inquisitive mind. I love that you do ask questions and never accept the status quo about anything. I love your generous and kind heart. I love you so much, finally. I don't think you are perfect, but I do think you are a wonderful and creative and fun character. I love your choice in music and books and decks and your style. I love that you have become a more empowered lady and know your own worth. I love that you, where am I? I love that you see beyond the agenda that others project in order to control the narrative. I love you for just being you and how opinionated that you are and not afraid to use your voice in a world where voices are squished all the time. Loving you always, Rochelle. So I am going to be going on to putting it into practice, and there is a lot of stuff for week 2 that Debbie has compiled in this PDF that, again, is over on her Ko-fi shop, where if you have not picked up all of the PDFs for all the weeks, you can do that there. It's wonderful. She has done a lot of work in putting this all together. Suggestions that she has on here. And she's also got like some journaling prompts. And she's also got a spread, a tarot spread. So that's what I'm going to be doing here. These are all of the prompts for journaling. So I put those in, and I'm going to be doing that. And the second one, this is what I'm going to be doing, is the what I need spread. So I'm going to take you back over to my regular setup, and we're going to do that. Okay, so the decks that I'm going to be using for this second week what I need spread from the Putting It to Practice hashtag and Febselflove practice is the Rooted Remembrance Tarot by Ray Serafina Barker and the Dreamgate Oracle by Danielle Noel. So let's just dig right in. So the first question in the what I need spread is what my body needs for nourishment. And I want to just shuffle this a little bit first, just to put my energy into it. Just a couple, sorry. All right. So, what my body needs for nourishment right now. What my body needs for nourishment right now. What my body needs for nourishment. I think that's what it wanted to do. 2 of Roots. So, I can't remember. That might be. Okay, so I have not hardly used this, so I'm going to just let you know really quick what it says for this. So the roots is the groundedness, life, solidity, earthiness, create elements or concrete elements, and material reality. So I'm guessing that the roots is pentacles. Light is creativity, clarity, illumination, knowing, and ideas. So I'm guessing that that is quite possibly the wands. Shadow is power, mystery, hidden reality, death, rebirth, and the underworld. So I'm guessing that that is swords. And then dreams is emotion, imagination, spirituality, magic, and intuition. So I'm guessing that's the cups. I don't know where it says anything different, but there's also completion, I'm reading the wrong thing. There's also the student is the, like the page, the steward is like the knight, the sovereign is like the queen, and the spirit is like the king, is what I'm taking from that. So the two, what it says for two of roots is sometimes our growth looks like making room for the both and the holding more than one possibility at the same time. Where are you being invited to see beyond the binary of either, or to create space for multiple possibilities? So if this is like the Two of Pentacles, to me, it's like balancing. You know, it's like a balancing act. So what my body needs for nourishment is like the proper alchemy. And I know that that's the case because I have a tendency of getting gout, which gout is from having like a certain alchemy in your body, like where your food turns into purines, which turns into uric acid, which then turns into like crystallized forms. It's like a very advanced form of arthritis, but it like creates crystals and attacks your joints. And that's why I can only eat certain foods. It's a very I really got to balance it. And they say once you get gout, you always pretty much have gout. And I didn't start getting gout until my late 40s. It was the first time that I ever had gout. So I don't think I've suffered from it like other people have, but I do have to be very mindful of the foods that I eat. And even what I drink, I can't drink wines, I can't have alcohol, because that also turns into purines in the body, right? Lucky me. I can't hardly eat beef, or anyways, you get the picture. So I have to be very mindful, which makes perfect sense. So the next question, it's a balance. So the next question, how best can I nurture my emotional well-being? How best can I nurture my emotional well-being? How best can I nurture? Spirit of Roots. So that's the King of Pentacles, right? How best can I nurture my emotional well-being? Yeah. So to me, that is just like mastering my life, becoming a master of my material world. So finding out what works for me, what doesn't work for me. But I think that that also has to do with money, a happy home life. Let's see what it says in the book, because I think that's the king. I do. Oh, I'm going too far. Okay, Spirit of Roots. When in doubt, return to the roots, the source of aliveness, belonging, the nexus of power plus magic. Return to what grounds, connects, and anchors you in the hardest moments. Return to your deepest sources of life and goodness. Return to the magic of aliveness itself. Yeah. How might you find your way back to the roots? Remember their magic. How might you anchor yourself in what's most precious and alive? How might you embody the spirit of roots in your everyday life? Right, exactly. And one of the things that we are experiencing, like most people are, is just our economy, right? It's just taking a toll on our family as well, and our kids and their livelihood, and we've had to help them, and yada, yada, yada. So emotional well-being is stop stressing about the nature of our economy and try to get myself out of that, practice what I preach, so to speak. So, about abundance and prosperity. So 3, what practices will help clear, and see, that's what I also mean, is by like rooting myself, because one of the biggest fears that I have also is like in my security and my home and stuff like that. So that's why I keep stuff like what I've talked about before, like all of these rooted crystals and that energy, trying to maintain that energy around me. So, okay, moving on. So what practices will help clear my mind and reduce stress? So what practices, there we go. The Hermit, yep. Just to keep on doing my inner work, keep going, moving forward on my path, and going inside, continue to look inside at what makes me feel the way that it does, and how can I fix it if it's not what I want, you know what I mean? So, and it's also a hermit year, right? So, yeah. Now the last one is, how can I connect more deeply with my inner self? And I wanted to pull out the oracle for that. So one second. Okay, so the question is, how can I connect more deeply with my inner self? And I do want to shuffle this off just a little bit. I do think these are going to go good together, these decks. All right. How can I connect more deeply with my inner self? How can I connect more deeply with my inner self? I'm going to take the top one. And let's see what it says. And it's Akashic Flow. Tapping in, Ancient Library, and Awakening. That's my card. And I'm sorry if I did not bring these up close enough for you. That was my first card. 2 of Roots. Oops. My second card, which was Spirit of Roots. And my third card, which was the Hermit. Beautiful. I do think these look good together. And then, so how can I connect more deeply with my inner self? Yeah, the Akashic Flow, right? Tapping in, its frequency. But let's see what the book says. Let me find it. Akashic Flow. Here's the book. It says, Tapping in, Ancient Library, New Discoveries, and Awakening. I release the paradigms that block my truth. I am open to new ways of learning and receiving. The Akashic Library of Ancient Truths opens a luminous doorway into the depths of your dreams. Here, many lost teachings are rising to the surface. Mystics, earth channels, and dream seekers are now also exploring this portal with loving curiosity. Oh yes, always with the dream work, right? The Akashic Library, also known as the Akashic Records, is an etheric repository of hidden wisdom containing all the encoded truths of our universe. Here, the memories and experiences of every soul that has ever lived are recorded. This includes the many thoughts, emotions, events, and soul contracts of the past, present, and future. When we tap into this interface, we are given a glimpse into the language of creation. Oops. And it is within our reach to uncover its wealth of knowledge. The term Akashic stems from the Sanskrit word Akasha, meaning sky or ether or ether. It references sharing a non-physical plane of existence, one that is also connected to the mental plane. It is here where we can connect with the unseen and understand greater concepts through our own human perception. Delving into the Akashic Records allows us to draw upon its expansive guidance to heal, grow, and soulfully evolve. So the message is, the floodgates are opening as you feel new ancient wisdom rising within you. This is a reminder of the lessons that you have gathered throughout your many lifetimes. It reflects your own sovereignty as you let go of the stories, paradigms, and programming of the past. Our current age marks an era of great awakening and transformation as the dreamers of the world continue to raise the vibration of our planet. Because of this, anything that is incongruent with truth or rooted in fear is crumbling away and being exposed. New ideologies are sweeping through our collective, activating the codes of our dormant memories and gifts. For some, this process may be painful, as it can involve radically changing personal life choices or a new understanding of the soul contracts formed with others. Oh my gosh. Gosh, that's so right. Especially with all the past life work that we've done. Oh my gosh, and the shadow work in general, that has definitely revealed itself. The soul contracts formed with others and those effects from different lives and how they affect us now, right? But this card also points to new sources of formal learning or education through fresh insights that will expand your deeper awareness. Your inner library is growing, and perhaps you crave even more. What tools or resources can you draw upon to connect with this higher curiosity? Whether through a guide, mentor, teacher, class, book, or exercise, now is the time to reinforce the dreams that have been waiting to be reclaimed. Surrender to the flow of what is being revealed. Let new light pour into your hidden desires. How am I now being guided to grow, learn, or evolve? Wow, 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 wow. So, yeah, how can I connect more deeply with my inner self? Just keep doing what I'm doing. Pay attention to my dreams. Analyze them. Because whether they're actual messages, from divine or from my higher self, or they're just me working through my own crap, right? Either way, they are extremely beneficial. And the only way to the other side is through. So I think that that's what it's about, and really getting away from any kind of fear, banishing any kind of fear that has to do with my security and rooted in having faith, because this is, of course, in my opinion, right? This is a matrix. And it also said learning how to start detaching. Well, one of the things was learning how to detach from like the physical. And I think that that's part of it as well, right? The physical things that happen to us, and look at what we are learning out of every situation in order to remove us out of a fear state and move us into like a just higher enlightened being, right? So another great week. Oh my gosh, Debbie, thank you so much. So much. I am loving this practice so much, and I needed it so much. It's been a heavy a heavy year. The last year has been extremely heavy. And this is just a much needed practice. And so I am grateful to you and to this community and to all the people and to Carla and to everybody that is partaking in all of this. So thank you so much for spending this time with me. And I am sending you love always.